Hi, I'm Kirsty. This is a short, playful practice ideal for the morning to open up through the backs of the legs and get into those tight hip flexors. Have fun. Coming onto all fours. Spread your fingers out nice and wide. Knees are underneath hips, wrists are underneath elbows, which are underneath shoulders. Inhale, tilt the tailbone and crown of the head up. Exhale, reverse. Inhale. Exhale, make sure you press into the thoracic spine, getting a really nice stretch along the back of the body. Inhale. And then return to a neutral spine. Check your hasta bandha, your hand grip, and make sure you're pressing down through the four corners of the palm and press through the fingertips. Energetically lift up through the center of the palm. As you inhale now, lift the knees about 2 inches up off the mat. Feel really strong, feel really secure in your pose. Breathe deeply. Keep pressing down those four corners of the palms. Breathe nicely, steadily. Push back, downward facing dog. Start to bring the shoulders over the wrists and undulate the spine, starting to wake the body up, bringing in this fluid motion into the body, circulating the lymph and breathing deeply, circulating fresh oxygenated blood. Find yourself in downward facing dog. Breathe deeply here. As you inhale, lengthen the tailbone up towards the ceiling. As you exhale, press down through the heels. As you inhale, feel the ribs flare. As you exhale, pull the core in tighter towards the spine so you feel completely supported here. Inhale, float the shoulders over the wrists. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the heels high. Exhale, take them over to the right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, over to the left. Inhaling. Exhale, push the heels down. Inhale, float your shoulders over your wrists. And as you exhale, drop your knees, chest and chin onto the mat. Inhale, slide through just for a baby cobra. Roll back the shoulders, tuck in the elbows. Breathe deeply here, press into the toes, energize the legs and extend through the crown of the head. And tuck the toes, press back, downward facing dog. Check in with your hasta bandha again, make sure that your hands are really pressing down through the palms and you're lifting energetically up through the center. Inhale, extend the right leg high. As you exhale, bring the knee in towards the chest and step it up in between the hands. As you exhale, bring the heel and the nose towards each other. And as you exhale, heel extends away, crown of the head extends away, so you've got that lovely length. Exhale, pull it all in towards the midline. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale. Inhale. Okay. And then step the back foot up. Take the hands and just rub them down the back of the leg and pull your torso in tight. Breathe deeply here. If you can't, straighten your legs. As they are bending with each exhale, see if you can just straighten a little bit more. If your legs are really, really tight, make your hands into fists and gently pad the backs of the legs. This confuses the muscles and makes them relax. Okay, so just using that in your practice. Okay, picking your right foot up, step it back. Extend out through the heel, extend out through the crown of the head. As you exhale, bring them in towards each other. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Lovely. Stepping it back, downward facing dog. Look up to your hands. Slowly walk the feet up towards the hands. Arrive with your feet hip width apart. Lift up the toes, spread them out nice and wide. Grab hold of opposite elbows, keep a gentle bend in your knee and just hang here for a moment. Just release any tension from the head. Shake it yes and no. Welcome yourself to your day. Drop the hands down, press into the feet, slowly roll up. Head is the last thing to come up. Take a moment here. Inhale, spread the arms wide. Look up to the thumbs and bring the hands down to the heart center. Take your gaze towards the fingertips and just set yourself an intention for your practice today. A positive focus. And then take your feet together. Spread the arms wide, look up to the thumbs. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come to a halfway lift, extending the crown away from the tailbone. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale. Inhale, lengthening, extending the heart forwards. Exhale, fold. Inhale, pick up your right leg, step it back. Turn your left toes out, lift up your left hand and take the left arm high. Taking the foot back, step back to downward facing dog. Inhale, take the right foot up. Exhale, turn the toes out, take the right arm up. Opening up through the hips here and opening up through the thighs and the hip flexors. Inhale, plank position. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, float it forwards. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Inhaling, float it forwards. Retain the position. Look forwards. Make sure the balls of the feet are on the mat. Extend out through the heels. Allow your core to pull up through the center. Check your Hasta Bandha once more. And then Yogi's Choice, lowering down either knees, chest, chin or Chaturanga. Coming into up dog or baby cobra. Down dog. Find your breath here, breathing deeply. Energetically lift up through the palms and allow the shoulders to roll down the back. With each exhalation, press the heels closer to the mat. Don't worry if they don't touch. As you inhale, lengthen the tailbone high. Look forward, walk your feet up to your hands. Feet to hip width once more. Grab hold of opposite elbows, keep the knees soft. Let the head hang heavy and shake it yes and no. Roll up, dropping the hands down to the floor. Head is the last thing to come up. Inhale, take the arms up high. Grab hold of the left wrist. Exhale, over to the right. Press down through the left foot. Inhale, center, swap over. Reach up high first of all, press down through that right foot. On the exhale, lean over to the left. Inhale, separate the hands, toe heel the feet back together, and exhale, swan dive down. Take the hands down the back of the leg, pull the body in close. Inhale, extend the crown of the head forwards. Exhale, step, jump back, plank position. Hold it there, keep looking forwards, check your position. Feel nice and strong, and then push back to downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, turn the toes out, right arm comes up. Exhale, hand back down. Take the hands round and come into Prasarita Padottanasana. Hands on the mat, walking back between the feet. Those of you that need a block to support you, just pop the block here for now on the mat, helping you get some extension in your spine. Inhale, lengthen the spine, and as you exhale, fold further. Inhale, lengthen. Wriggle the wrist, wriggle the waist long. Exhale, fold. Breathe deeply here. Legs are strong, muscles hugging onto the bones so that you're not hanging out in the joints. Inhale, lengthen. As you exhale, twist over to the back of your mat. And inhale up into a high lunge. As you exhale, sink deeper, extend that through the heel. As you inhale, sideways long. As you exhale, settle. Inhale, reach into the fingertips. Exhale, hands either side of the front foot. Step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, open up. Exhale, come back. Take the hands round to the left hand side, coming back into Prasarita Padottanasana. This time, grab hold of your big toes with your peace fingers. Inhale, lengthen long and forward. As you exhale, pull it back. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Wriggle the waist long. Exhale, fold. Inhale. Exhale, hold it here. Keep breathing. Keep pulling on the big toes. Press down through the outside edges of your feet. Again, legs are active here. Allow the muscles to hug onto the bones. Inhale, lengthen. Spin round to the front of your mat. And inhale up. High lunge. Exhale. Step it up. Inhale. Arms rise. Exhale, hands down the center line. Bend your knees, sweep your arms up. Utkatasana. Look down at your toes. If you can't see them, sink back even further. Inhale, reach through the fingertips. Exhale, allow the shoulders to come down the back. Inhale, side waist is long. Exhale, sink further with the sit bones. On your next exhale, bring the hands together and take your left elbow to the outside of the right knee. With each exhale, twist round to the right, generating the twist from the waist, not from your neck. Don't yank the head round. Inhale, feel the back of the body, breathe. Exhale, sink further. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, twist over to the other side. Look down at your knees. That right knee is going to want to scooch forward. Pull the right hip back. Keep sinking down through the sitting bones. Press into the hands, generate that twist even deeper. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, twist. Inhale, straighten the leg. Exhale, bring the hands down the center line. Inhale, separate the arms, look up. Exhale, swan dive forwards. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, pick up your right foot, step it back lightly on the mat. And then take the left foot back for downward facing dog. Inhale, root down through the hands. Exhale, extend the tailbone up towards the ceiling. Inhale, right leg comes high. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, open up to the side. Exhale. Inhale, opening up. Exhale. Last one. Exhale. Step it back. Inhale, left leg high. Bring the knee forwards. Root down. Inhale, open up. Exhale, return. Inhaling and exhale. Opening up and returning. Push back, downward facing dog. Separate your knees. Bring the big toes together. Take your sitting bones back to your heels. Press your hands into the mat and allow your heart to sink towards the floor and take your forehead on the mat. If that's not an option, if you have a block, you can place your forehead on a block. If you haven't got a block, take one hand on top of each other in a fist and breathe deeply here. Softening the heart. And then walk the hands back. Bring the knees together and drop down to the right hand side. Bring your top foot over and round, and while you're there, take that bottom foot out so you can get both sitting bones down on the mat. If you can't get both sitting bones down on the mat, you need to extend that bottom leg out. Okay, you'll get just as much benefit from this pose, however the legs are. Okay, so making sure that the foundations are secure, feeling grounded. Take your left hand behind you. Inhale the right arm up, twist from the waist, and use that elbow as your lever on the knee. Inhale, grow tall through the waists. Exhale, twist. Those of you that want to bind, reaching round and binding into the position. Keep the spine long. Keep the gaze soft. Okay, release. Take the hands behind you and swap over the cross of the legs. Adjust yourself. Take time to get the foundation right. Sit up nice and tall and take your right arm behind you. Inhale, left arm comes up high. Exhale, twist and lever on round. Squeezing and soaking the organs of elimination, squeezing out anxiety, fear, doubt. So this squeezing and soaking action, bringing in a fresh supply of blood, rejuvenating the organs, deeply nourishing. Binding, if you did so on the other side. As you breathe here, feel where the breath goes in the body, now that you're in this twisted position. Keep this deep connection to your breath. Okay, release, come out, take the legs out in front of you, remove any flesh from the sitting bones. Inhale, take the arms high. As you exhale, hinge from the hips, take the heart down towards the toes. Breathe deeply here. If you are finding that you tend to round into the spine to try and get your head down to your legs or your knees, come up even further. The objective of this is to keep your spine nice and straight. We don't want to encourage rounding here. So this hinging from the hip action that happens, you're literally leading with your belly, leading with your chest down towards the legs. So you're getting this lovely length along the spine. Toes are flexed back, engage the back of the legs. Breathe deeply into them so you can create some space. Slowing it all down. And then release, come up. Take the hands behind you, fingertips pointing away from the body. Take the soles of the feet onto the mat, about hip width apart. Press into your hands, press into your heels, lift your hips up. Keep your gaze forward if you have any issues with your neck. If you're okay with your neck, gently, mindfully allow it to drop back and keep pressing up through the hips. And then slowly lower down, coming into shavasana, taking your feet hip width apart. Allow the toes to fall out to the side. Arms are alongside the body, palms face up, and allow yourself to let go. No shoulds, no woulds, no coulds. Just total surrender, just saying yes to the ground. Staying here for as long as you have time for. Staying here for as long as you have. Enjoying the healing effects of a relaxation practice. A simple pose, but not always easy. So the less time you have for it, the more time I invite you to spend in it. Namaste.